Welcome to a new edition of Timber Talk featuring the Timber Team Spotlight. Today's guest, Chief Operations Officer Joe Klaiber. And now, here is your host of Timber Talk, Mr. Tommy Timber. Welcome, everyone, to the debut episode of Timber Talk. I am your host, Tommy Timber. This is the show designed to get you up close and personal with the amazing staff we have here at Timberland Federal Credit Union. Now, we know how amazing and awesome they are, but we want to give you an up close and personal look at some of the superstars we have right here at Timberland Federal Credit Union. We're starting off with a big one here. Please help me welcome our very first guest on Timber Talk, Chief Operations Officer Joe Klaiber. Joe, thank you so much for coming on the debut episode of Timber Talk tonight. It is an honor to have someone of your prestige and your pedigree gracing us with your presence on our very first episode.
Well, thanks, Tommy. It's good to be here. Really good program that you have going on. Good to be part of it.
Good. I mean, we figure if we're going to highlight the staff, we're starting with the big dog. So, Joe, let's just jump right into it. We want to get to know you a little bit better. That's kind of the whole premise of this show. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
Well, Tommy, I'm originally from the area. I grew up in the Venice Valley area. Graduated from St. Mary's High School. Came back to the area recently. So.
And now, how long have you been with Timberland Federal Credit Union?
Well, Tommy, I've been with the credit union for a total of about 15 years. I originally started back in 2001 as an intern. Worked my way up the ladder for various positions from teller to marketing to IT, lending, operations, compliance. Took a brief 5-year stint at another employer and recently came back.
Now, you said you took a little bit of a hiatus there. So what was it that brought you back to Timberland?
Well, really, it's just the leadership and general direction that Timberland's going. Joel, the current CEO, great visionary, has great thoughts about where the credit union should be and where we're going. So that general direction was the main driving force of me coming back.
So you've been here for a lot of years. What's probably the biggest change you've seen in your time here at Timberland?
Well, Tommy, some of the biggest changes over my tenure here would be the different expansions that we've had. When we first converted to the underserved community charter to serve all of Clearfield County, and then most recently when I came back, it was just about the time of the conversion of adding Jefferson and Center counties. That, along with some structural changes, have probably been the biggest changes that have led to the big growth that we've had here at the credit union.
Awesome. So you've been through a lot of changes here at Timberland Federal Credit Union, a lot of different identities and whatnot. So when people ask you, what is Timberland, what does that mean to you? What is Timberland?
Well, Tommy, Timberland really embodies to me the emphasis of the credit union philosophy of people helping people. And Timberland strives to be a leader in the community, not only in the financial, but just helping out everyone in the community through our Timber 10 partners. We have the food drive going on right now at all the branches. So really, what Timberland means to me is that true credit union philosophy of people helping people.
So Joe, you mentioned a couple different things in there: people, community. So of all the things that Timberland does, what is kind of your favorite community event to be involved with at the credit union?
Well, Tommy, I truly do like every event, but one that sticks out and is near and dear to me is when we raise money for the Alzheimer's Association and we do the Walk to End Alzheimer's. It affects me personally. My father was a victim of Alzheimer's. Overall, all of the community events are worthwhile. They all mean something to somebody here at the credit union, whether it be the food drive or the gathering of money to the SPCA or raising funds for the ping zone. It's just all a good way to give back, and it gets everyone involved.
That's great. So it sounds like you guys are really involved with the community. You really like to be out and about, meeting the people, just being that community leader. So what would you say is the most fun or your favorite thing about working for Timberland Federal Credit Union?
Well, Tommy, my favorite thing about being a part of the credit union and being out and about is really the interaction that we have internally with the staff. Everyone really has a team member philosophy. They do step up to the plate and try to get out there and to really preach the Timber Team way.
That's excellent. So we've really gotten to know Joe Professional a lot here over the course of the show today, but I want to know Casual Joe. What is Joe Klaiber like outside of the walls of Timberland?
Well, Tommy, I really enjoy just relaxing at home. I'm an avid cook. I love to bake. If anyone ever follows me on Facebook, they know that I love to cook. My wife and I are also big travelers. My 3 kids, my wife and I, we just love to go out of the country, go to the Caribbean. COVID, of course, has thrown some wrench in some of those plans, but we're making the best of it. But yeah, I just like relaxing with family and enjoying myself.
So I'm coming over for dinner tonight. What are you making?
Tonight it'll probably be a stromboli. We'll fashion one up for you from scratch, homemade. And
6:30 work?
6:30. Make it closer to 7. We have some drinks beforehand and call it a day.
I'll bring the razzle dazzle. So it's kind of a fun glimpse of Joe outside of work, just kind of getting to know him a little more of a personal level. But we all know that inside these offices here, you're a very driven individual. What is it, would you say, that is kind of the driving force behind Joe Klaiber?
What really drives me, Tommy, is the sustainable growth of the credit union. I love to see where we're going, and I love to see the growth, not only as a credit union, as the institution, but internally with all the staff members. We have some great talent, really driving to push them to fulfill their capabilities and to become the future leaders of the credit union.
That's wonderful. So you clearly have the drive and the passion for this job. Let's say now all of a sudden you're the new CEO of Timberland Federal Credit Union. CEO for a day, Joe Klaiber. What's the first thing you do as CEO?
Well, Tommy, that's really an interesting question. Under Joel's leadership, he really strives us all to be one cohesive unit. So he's not really driving everything and being a one-man band. So my first day would probably be along the same general direction, focusing on gaining efficiencies, see where we can improve. But overall, I think just looking and keeping things status quo to not upset everything right out the gate, and then easing into some other expansion opportunities, growth opportunities, and things of that nature.
Well, Joe, I got to tell you, it has been awesome getting to chat with you today. Really just kind of get a look inside of Joe Klaiber, what makes him tick. Kind of know Joe Klaiber a little bit better outside of Timberland FCU. Is there anything you'd like to talk about while we got you here today?
Well, Tommy, I'd like to thank you for putting this on and having me on here as a guest. And I can't not plug anything at the credit union. So we do have some great things going on right now. We have our Jeans for a Cause, where the staff has donated money to wear jeans for the great Alzheimer's Association, which we have the nice purple pens coming out right now. Get yours today. We also have the food drive that is going on through the end of the month. And I can't be remiss without a loan promo, loan plug.
Of course.
We have auto loans right now, 1.99% APR, which is a fantastic deal. Low rates, can't beat it.
Awesome. Joe, once again, it's been such a treat getting to talk to you today. And did you hear that? That sound could only mean one thing. It's the lightning round. Joe's our first guest. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how this goes. We're just about out of time, so we're going to come at you rapid fire right now. I have a series of quick questions I'm going to ask you. You're going to give me the first thing that pops into your head. Are you ready?
Let's do this, Tommy.
Let's do it, Joe. Here is the lightning round. Favorite band?
Nirvana.
Favorite movie?
Godfather.
Favorite TV show?
Friends.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite fast food?
Not a fan.
Favorite sport?
Baseball.
Favorite cartoon character?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Guilty pleasure?
Craft beer.
Dream job?
Bacon bread on the beach.
Person you'd most like to have dinner with, living or dead?
Steve Jobs.
Secret talent?
I bake.
Biggest thrill in life?
Ooh. Ziplining in Mexico.
And if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Mediterranean cruise.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Thank you once again so much to Chief Operations Officer Joe Klaiber for joining us today. Check back here later for our next episode. We will see you with an all-new guest right here on Timber Talk.